Hello, I'm DerTebbers. Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, and the Norfolk Naval Station. Aboard our Vought SB-2U Vindicator. It's the Vindicator dive bomber. Let's try opening our cockpit while we're sitting here. So our cockpit opens, but our gunner's does not. Well, all right. Well, whatever. This is another one of these planes that when I got in the plane, the engine immediately died. Which tells me that I need to up the throttle slightly. Where's my throttle anyway? Where? I don't have a throttle stick. Okay, that's good. Nothing moves. All right, cool. All right, let's go with right about there. Okay, that sounds okay. Not beautiful, but all right. The exterior of this aircraft looks very good. Now, I'm going to point out some things to you right now, and I know this because I loaded into this airplane and there were no gauges. Well, the gauge folder is actually hidden a little bit in the file, but you notice that I'm missing a gauge. I'm missing more than that, though. So shift 1, we see I'm missing 1 gauge. 2, where are those gauges? 3, what? 4, just a flash. 5 is my GPS. So far, we're supposed to be my ADF receiver. And you might say, well, Dare, that's kind of silly. Yeah, you're right, it is silly. I actually looked into the panel config file for this. This mod author used some gauges, but didn't include the gauges, and therefore Concord. I have a Concord, but apparently not the right Concord, so I'm honestly not sure what gauges they really wanted there. So we just went without. Let's power up our Pratt & Whitney R1535-96 Twin Wasp Junior Radial, 825 horsepower. Yeah, buddy. We do have flaps. There's some right there. How much flap do we get? Quite a bit, actually. We don't really need any, really. Should be able to take off without any flap at all. We are going to take off like weird here. There we are. We are in the air! So when I retract my landing gear, look at that! My gunner comes up, raises his gun, he's all ready to fight a battle. Alright, flaps are all the way up. We are in the air in our Vought Vindicator. The first monoplane carrier-based dive bomber developed for the U.S. Navy. It was obsolete at the outbreak of World War II, isn't that great? But remained in service up to the Battle of Midway. The conventional low-wing design with the pilot and tail gunner in that greenhouse canopy up there. It's pretty common for most American dive bombers, actually, of the time. The two-blade constant speed propeller was also to serve as dive brake. I have to admit I don't know why. How. Yeah, why or how. But I don't know how a constant speed prop would serve as dive brake, but apparently it did. There you go. Served on the carriers Lexington, Saratoga, Ranger, and Wasp from December 1937 to September 1942. Also served United States Marine Corps Squadrons VMSB-131 and 241. VMSB-241 used a Vindicator in combat during the Battle of Midway. Your tail gunner, he's going to shoot you down. Yakety-yakety-yak. This aircraft was also prominently featured in the 1941 movie Dive Bomber. Pretty interesting, huh? Of course, this aircraft was replaced by the Dauntless dive bomber, and then later by the Helldiver. And then we got rid of dive bombers altogether. Hey look, there's a carrier. Should we? Should we buzz a carrier? Of course we should. We'll crash and die, but that's okay. Now, there's supposedly another view. Hold on. Or not. I thought there was another view. Top down. Oh, look. Bomber view. Don't like bomber view. Spot. That works. It has the shackle underneath the aircraft, just like you would with the Dauntless, and I believe even the Helldiver had the shackle. The shackle is there to swing the bomb out so that it goes outside the arc of the prop, so during a very deep dive, you don't have to worry about, you know, removing your propeller with your bomb, which is kind of a bad idea in general. I have to admit, though, I don't understand that concept. I believe I mean, physics kind of tells me that that's a difficult thing to do, but who knows? Brakes. We have no brakes. Yeah, that, I'm not surprised. I cannot get my tail hook to come out. I tried, actually, believe it or not. When I was playing around with this aircraft, when I had no gauges, I was just like, okay, well, let me goof around with this thing. I didn't know I was actually going to do the aircraft because it didn't have any gauges. All right, somewhere around here is a carrier. Aha, there you are, carrier. You'll be a slant deck carrier, so unlike the Ranger, Saratoga, Wasp, and Lexington, you wouldn't approach directly from behind. We have to approach from, oh wow, we are a little bit low here. Yeah, we're gonna try landing on a carrier maybe. I can't actually see the carrier. Alright. Oh wow, we're way off. Okay. Call the ball! Call the ball! Ball is off. I am screwed. I'm in trouble. Okay, here we go. Let's get in the plane. Can we do this? This is really stupid, mind you. We're just gonna do a touch and go. Yay! We made it! Touch and go! I'm not even gonna try it. Without me being able to figure out the tail hook, it's just not gonna happen. This aircraft didn't have an illustrious service career, but it was still an important aircraft, being the first monoplane dive bomber. Really kind of brought the United States Navy into, you know, the modern era. With the pack, you get multiple aircraft and multiple livery. You get this one, which is sort of like the pretty one, I guess. You do get one that is, you get an aircraft for, I believe, every carrier it served aboard. I just noticed this road crosses the runway. What? Really, Microsoft? Do you think that happens? I don't think it does, but whatever. Crew 2. Top speed is 251 miles an hour, which is 404 kilometers an hour. Its range would be 630 miles. That is 1,014 kilometers. Armament includes one forward-firing M1919 Browning machine gun, one 7.62 machine gun in the rear, and one 1,000-pound or two 500-pound bombs. And I don't know how I'm flying this aircraft in this crab behavior, but there you go. And boosh. There we go. Kill the throttle. Look at that. We landed our Vindicator. And killed the engine because I throttled it all the way back. Oopsie. Good thing I didn't do that on the carrier. We would have died. The link is in the description, as always. If you're interested in a World War II aircraft that might not have seen much combat, but was instrumental nonetheless, pick up the Vindicator. You might need to add a few gauges, if you know how. I've been DerTebbers. It's been your Flight Simulator X plane spotlight of the Vought SB2U Vindicator. Until next time, well, call the ball on approach to your carrier, everybody.